Hey you guys, it's Stella. I just got home from the gym, first workout of 2023, and I would like to open up about my weight. Not in a bad way, there's nothing bad about it. I lost no weight. Let me not lie. I lost 2 pounds in 2022. Ooh. I lost no weight last year. Hi Brooklyn, you wanna say hi? No? Kinda? Okay. I lost no weight last year, and I don't want that to happen in 2023 again. There's a couple of reasons, not to not take accountability. There's a couple of reasons though why I didn't actively lose weight, and I want to open up about those today in case anyone else is going through them, and then just share my fitness goals. I am someone who you guys saw me flourish in the gym last year, and that was so much fun for me. I absolutely love going to the gym. I love the feeling of working out. You guys may not know, but in November of last year, I decided to take control of my mental health and work on some of my anxiety that I deal with and struggle with, and turns out ADHD and depression that I didn't know I was really dealing with. So I've taken a lot of control of my life. Weight loss surgery 2021, mental health 2022, 2023, I kind of just want to marry everything I've been doing. This is my year of doing whatever the hell I want to do without judgment, without fear, without anything. And a lot of fear I have, there's a couple fears of why I've held myself back from losing weight. I do not believe it's lack of consistency, lack of knowing what to do, lack of education. I really don't think it's any of that. A lot of it is fear-based. And while sitting through that, I'm deciding 2023 to step out of fear. The disclaimer, this is not a New Year's resolution. If your New Year's resolution is to lose weight, don't do that. You deserve so much more than to put that kind of pressure on yourself. For me, this just so happens to be building up from November, and in timeline it just is coinciding with the new year, but this is not a New Year's resolution for myself. And in saying that, like, if it doesn't happen by the end of 2023, I'm not gonna beat myself up or feel like a failure or whatever. This is just something that is coinciding again with the new year. And it's not even it's this January 9th, it's not even the new year. You know what I mean? So let's get into it. So last year I entered 2022 at 262 pounds. I left 2022 at 260 pounds. Great. My lowest weight of 2022 was 250 even, 250.0. And it feels not great. I started working out last year. I just mentioned this. And when I started working out, y'all were like, yo, like your waist is coming in, your apple's getting smaller. But because I was building muscle, I was so discouraged that because the scale wasn't moving, even though my body looked completely different. I got down to a US 16, current size is US 18. Shout out to the empanadas at the holidays and the tamales. Shout out grandma. And I was like, okay, cool, I look smaller, but because the scale had only budged, I think most of the year last year, I was hovering around 255. Like that was my happy number. But I was so discouraged. I was like, I don't care what I look like. Why is this scale not moving? So it was just discouraging. So I think with Lent, I did really well. I had given up packaged foods for Lent, and I lost a lot of weight very quickly. Lent's only 40 days, but I lost like 8 pounds, and I got down to 250.0, my lowest weight ever. And then when Lent was over, reintroducing packaged foods, it kind of sparked that thing in me that's like, before I had weight loss surgery, where I was maybe restricting certain foods, then binging and doing that. And so because I can't binge with my stomach, thank God my stomach has not really like expanded to what you hear after weight loss surgery. I know the foods that pass through easier, like the chips and the popcorn and stuff like that. So I started just like hovering my food to that opposed to nutrition. Also, you guys know, I'm not gonna tell the story for the billionth time, but the birth control thing, I had an IUD I needed surgically removed last March, and then I had to get on birth control pills, and that made my weight shoot up 10 pounds, but still it shoot up. What that did is I take progesterone only, and it makes me feel like PMS symptoms all the time. And if you're a woman, you probably know what I'm talking about if you struggle with PMS, where you just like are ravenously hungry. And so that's what I was battling during that time. So I worked really, really hard, which is why my weight hasn't like dramatically gone up more than 10 pounds in a year. But because I do work hard to do that, or to like, you know, I wasn't like, oh, I gained 10 pounds ish with birth control. Let's forget everything. I didn't do that. I was still very conscious, and I learned so many healthy habits through my weight loss surgery process in 2021, where I wasn't just gonna blow the whole thing because I felt bad about that. It was just a little bit harder to lose weight. But then the miracle of all miracles happened. And when I decided in November to take control of my mental health, I didn't bring this up. This was not something I planted in my doctor's head. I meet with the nurse practitioner to get my prescription for my anxiety. And I'm like, cool, I'm getting on anti-anxiety meds. Like, this is it, I'm ready. Tell me why she starts talking about cortisol. And I remember y'all, because I love y'all, I remember my YouTube family going, hey, you hold a lot of weight in your stomach area because when you have high cortisol, that's what makes you gain weight here. So I was like, she brought up cortisol, let me just ask. So I asked her, I was like, hey, like someone told me, y'all are someone. I was like, someone told me that when you have high cortisol, like you gain a lot of weight in your midsection. No, I didn't even say that. I said, yeah, I did. I don't know, I said something, but maybe not all those words. And then she was like, yeah, that makes you tend to gain weight in your stomach area. And then I was like, oh, that's what my followers said. So I was like, boom. Because she was describing what the medicine I ended up taking, which is sertraline, which is a Zoloft knockoff, generic. And she said that that helps with the cortisol levels and the serotonin and all these things. And when she said that, I was like, ah! So I was so freaking excited. And when I tell you guys, like, it takes weeks for this stuff to kick in for any, I mean, for me, I struggle with anxiety for real. But I had asked her about like the weight in my stomach and like, and she was like, yeah, like that could definitely be a factor of why you're holding your weight in your stomach. When I tell you guys, I started this medication and then the hunger I felt from my birth control counteracted with the new medicine I was taking. For some people, anti-anxiety meds make you gain weight. For me, I had lost so much weight. It was suppressing my appetite and it felt like relief because I was dealing with all this ravenous hunger for damn near all 2022 for my birth control. So it felt like the antidote to what I was going through, and it gave me so much motivation to work out and get back and be healthy. And then I got sick and then I lost a lot of weight and then I felt like shit because I lost a lot of weight while I was sick. You guys know how that goes. You're stuck in bed for weeks, then you lose a lot of weight. So people were complimenting on me on that, and it made me freak out a little bit because I didn't want to, like, it was like, guys, I'm sick. Like every time I got sick I went through 2 times of being sick last year plus a heartbreak. So there were 3 times I had lost a noticeable amount of weight. So when I came back on the internet after my breaks off of being ill, everyone's like, oh my gosh, you look so good. And that messes with my mental so much. I'm not saying stop. Obviously, the internet's going to make comments what they make. But for me, myself, I'm like, oh, I need to keep this up. And so what I noticed in the latter part of 2022, the latter part of 2022 when I got back from vacation, so this is right before the new year, I caught myself restricting food. And I had not done that since before weight loss surgery. And so I brought it up in therapy. This is the year of taking complete accountability for myself. So I brought it up in therapy. I told her, I was like, hey, it was like the last 5 minutes because that's something else I need to talk about. So Wednesday this week, we're going to address it. And this is the first time in my life I'm not going to feel like I have control over that. I'm not going to feel like I know everything about that, about restricting and then binging. It's like these moments where you know things in life, but you have to take accountability for it. And that's what I'm doing now. So on Wednesday, I'm going to have a very nice talk with my therapist. And what I had told her last week, I was like, in the meantime, what I'm going to do is just eat my healthy diet, eat my 5 meals a day, like the diet, the post-op diet, to eat protein first. And I made that commitment to her because it was really to myself, but I said it out loud because so many things in our head we battle with, but they don't become real until we speak them out loud. And I talked a lot about this in 2022. And just saying that out loud just gave me more power, gave me more inner strength to be like, you kind of tripping, shorty, like, why? It's not that serious. And because this medicine has helped me slow down a lot, I've been able to be more present. And in the present moment, in those moments where I feel like this medicine's just helped me not feel so quick to rush to what. And I think that's the thing with anxiety is you're always rushing to something. So a lot of times when you're binging, you're like, I'm rushing to weight loss, or just a lot. Like I talk really fast. Like a lot of that has to do with ADHD too. Like I do a lot of things fast, but I'm rushing to what? And I think this medicine has slowed down my brain enough to realize there's nothing you're rushing to. Life is happening right now. And I'm opening up about that because I do want to do some of my weight loss stuff on my channel this year. And I just wanted to like catch up people on where I am mentally, because I have gotten questions like, how are you feeling? Like, what are you going through? Like, I recently have gotten that question, and I wanted to authentically answer that. So I'm excited. My goal this year is to reach 199. My goal this year also is to get consultation at least for plastics. I do still have some family, personal, and financial goals I would like to meet before considering surgery, but I do have really good insurance, and I heard that the insurance will cover like the stomach surgery, and that's the only thing causing me issue is like the rashes under my stomach, because I do hold a lot of loose skin there. There's a lot of annoying loose skin on my legs and my arms, but I literally actually forgot about my arms until I said arms right now. And then my legs were bothering me for so long, and I actually forgot about that till right now too. So I don't think like aesthetically I'm too quick to cut that off, but my stomach for sure, only because of the rashes. And I did announce that in Obese to Beast video maybe a month or two ago, but I had so much going on I don't even think I like reacted or anything to that video. But point being, a lot of healthy, positive changes, but I don't want to come on here like it's all peaches and rainbows, and you know, it's a little difficult, but my mental space right now is so much better. I've been on Zoloft for like 2 months now, and I feel like I have the mental calm to just see my life for what it is and to do the things I want to do. Do you guys know, like my first tattoo and my hair, how many years have I been talking about doing the big chop? But I had so much anxiety about people's opinions, about family opinions, about how I would feel, about how I would be perceived. And like this medicine has just let me be more like free. Like my mental health is so much better right now. Like I'm just doing what I want, like living so much more authentically to myself. And part of that is weight loss. Like I do want to lose more weight. And part of being more present now, I think a lot of my goals have always been, as you guys know, like I want kids one day, but now I'm kind of like, forget that. Not that I won't have kids one day, but it's like, what do you, like your life? Like I want my life, and I'm unapologetic about that. Like I want to live a long life. I want to live a healthy life. And I know my medical issues, but I'm 27 years old. I don't want more medical issues. I don't want to worsen the medical issues I have now. I look at family histories and things that they're going through, and it's very, very, very real. And it just feels more real to me now. So a lot of that fear, right? Let's just be honest. A lot of that fear is like your community, your followers, but you guys have proved nothing more than supportive of whatever the hell I'm doing in life, or how much weight I've lost or losing. And you guys are just like, you guys have my back. And I know that's corny because like for me, I need to have self-responsibility, but it makes it so much easier when you guys are like in my corner, because I never want to battle y'all, ever. I never want to oppose you, offend you, make you feel encouraged or loved. And in the beginning with the weight loss surgery, it was something I had to do, which is why I got it within 2 months of deciding to even think about weight loss surgery. It was something that needed to be done, and for my life, and knowing that I had to go through that. Sorry, I know y'all hate when people cry. Okay. Deciding to go through that for myself was, I think, the first time I wasn't like, oh, what are my followers gonna think? Like in that moment, it had to be done for my situation. And to just have the support from that, and to have the love from that, and people more so not even caring, and to know that I didn't change. A lot of fear, like let's talk about fear again. A lot of fear before losing weight was, how am I gonna change? And knowing that I'm more myself than I ever been, it's like, why not? Why not just go as far as you actually want to go? No one else's opinion matters. And another part of that too is I stopped myself from losing weight last year because of my bleeding. When I lose a lot of weight, we've talked about this, I bleed a lot, like hemorrhaging bleeding. And that scares the shit out of me, and I don't want to go through it. Right now I have a very normal period, and it's taken a lot of weight off to do it, but it's just like, I have to trust God, I have to trust myself to just go for it. And if I know I'll level out. So if it happens again, If it happens again, I'm prepared. I know to go to the ER. They'll save my life. They'll stop my bleeding. But that has been the scariest part of losing weight because it's happened twice since I started losing weight. Like, hemorrhaging is scary. Like, really scary. Sorry. That has been the scariest part of losing weight, is the hemorrhaging. And to have, like, to get to a point where I have a normal period, it's like, it almost feels like self-sabotage. Like, I have to go through that again. I'm gonna make my body go through that again. But I had this talk with my mom maybe last July, so it's been over 6 months, which is crazy to say. And I told my mom, I opened up to her about this, and I was like, Mom, I'm just scared to lose the weight because it sucks to go through that and to go to the ER visits and to get the bleeding to stop and, you know, my blood disorder and all the scary factors. And we agreed, we're like, let's just go through it one more time. You're on the right medicines. You have a team who knows what you're going through. Why not just go through it one more time and just commit and go? Mentally, it's super taxing. That's been the most taxing part. But I've been ready for it since July. And through all the things I've been through since July, I think now more than ever, now that my mental health is a little bit more balanced, I'm just ready to go for it and be bold in what I want. And I would love to hit 199 this year. That would be an incredible goal. If I don't, my spirit's like 225 you're gonna hit. But my number is 225. My God number is 199. Always have a God number. Always have something that is beyond what you can imagine. I would love to hit that this year, seriously. And I'm not gonna like, you know, BOD on content, but sometimes like I like to make shorts. I like to make stories. So if people are like, oh, she's working out, like what are her goals? Those are my goals, and it's protected and it's covered. But yeah, that's just kind of what's going on and what kind of like stopped me last year. And I do not beat myself up for not losing a lot of weight last year, or 2 pounds, right? But I don't, because I know that the fear is what's holding me back, but they're real and valid fears, but I can no longer use them as an excuse, especially when I have prepared myself with support to be successful. So that's what I've got. And I also have some of my, I know I started a series too, doing my at-home workouts. So just in case you guys seen and haven't been caught up, I do my weight training at my house because I'm so nervous to go into the weight section of my gym. That is a goal of 2023 of mine, to work out with the bros in the gym, but they're all buff. Oh, I forgot to go to the UPS store. I got PR packages. It's 226 angels. Wow. And then I do my cardio at the gym because it's a little safer for me over there right now. But saying all that to say, if you see like my stories of me doing my at-home workouts, all that stuff will be linked in my Amazon storefront. You don't have to shop from there if you want to. Thank you for the commission. If not, you can search it yourself. And yeah. Oh yeah, I'm getting my eyebrows micro needling. I've never done that too. I've always wanted to do that too. A lot of changes this year. But I love you guys. Just wanted to catch you up. Birkin would say hi, but she sleep. And I will see you guys really, really soon. Here's to making big changes this year and living in my authentic self. Talk to you guys later. Bye.